Alright, it is official. We are now done with Bookdepository. I've finally gotten the last few books from it. So let's get to it, shall we? Hello my brothers, my name is Daidarius and welcome to my manga haul of May 2023. Holy shit, does this year move quick. We're already in May. What? But anywho, I have actually a quite large manga haul for you, so let's just jump straight away into what I was missing from Bookdepository, shall we? And first up we have Fire Force Volume 25, which is actually a leftover from Bookdepository, but I got more because I also ordered something for May, of course. Fire Force Volume 26. I am still missing one more volume, but it is what it is. It will arrive when it arrives. But yes, I am now missing 8 volumes to be complete with Fire Force. Again, I'm pretty sure 34 has not been released yet. I might be wrong, but only 8 volumes away from getting all of Fire Force. I am so hyped. I am exceptionally hyped. Also because that means I'm gonna finish another series, and if you haven't seen, I've made actually a video regarding finishing a series. It is such a wonderful feeling and I cannot wait to get to actually feel that once more. But anyway, that was Fire Force. We have a lot more to go into. I don't want to spend too much time on Fire Force because I haven't read it since volume 19, but I'm gonna get around to it soon-ish. But anyway, let's jump on to the next one. That is Pokemon Black and White Volume 2, which is also a leftover from Bookdepository, and Pokemon Adventures Black and White Volume 3. So I am making fast pace in getting into Black and White. There's 2 reasons for this actually. One is that I am currently reading Pokemon Adventures. I've just finished the Gold and Silver arc and I'm now going into Ruby and Sapphire. So I want more Pokemon, so I have more to catch up on. The second thing is that later this year, I think it is in August or September, we're gonna get the last volume of Pokemon X and Y, so we're going to be wrapping up that series as well and then starting a journey on a new series. And I want to catch up as quickly as possible, actually, because these things get in and out of print constantly, and Black and White, for example, has just gotten into print again, so I want to get through that and the sequel series as fast as possible so I can start collecting X and Y and then be caught up and then follow the series along from there. But yeah, Pokemon Adventures, such a great series, such a weird take on the game story, but I do like it. There is some elements in there that you can recognize, but they have done something weird and wild with it, which is of course awesome. When you're actually reading a story, you kinda know. It's always good to be, surprised, as long as it's a good surprise. But anyway, I'm gonna keep going because the next series is a big one, and that is Fire Punch Volume 1, which is the last manga carryover from Bookdepository, and Fire Punch Volume 2. So this has only been on my manga wish list for like 3 years. I think this is the 3rd year it is on there. So finally I'm getting around to collecting it. And of course we can contribute that to me reading Chainsaw Man, because Fujimoto is a freaking genius. I am still following along on Chainsaw Man Part 2 on the Manga Plus app, and I just love his writing style. So of course, finally, since it's been on my list for the 3rd year, I had to start collecting it. And there's only 8 volumes of Fire Punch. Now I'm not gonna start reading Fire Punch, I think, until I have all of it. I might, but again, it's only 8 volumes. I now have a quarter of that. What do I expect from Fire Punch? I'm expecting a dude who has a fist that is on fire, who then punches things. A fire. Alright, but anyway, that is the leftover from Bookdepository. I have one more entry, but we're gonna get to that at the end because it is not at all manga related. It has nothing to do with manga, so I'm saving that for the end. Let's keep going with orders from the new website, shall we? And first up we have Black Clover Volume 14. There's not much to say about Black Clover. It's still the next series I'm gonna read after I have caught up with everything Pokemon Adventures related. The only negative thing is I'm pretty sure almost all of my Black Clover volumes are printed in Italy, and as you know, right now the printing quality in Italy, especially regarding the Viz volumes, is not great. Or more specifically, it's not the printing quality, it's the paper quality. It's thinner. So you will often see, if you have a series where some of the volumes are printed in America and some of them are printed in Italy, you can definitely see the difference in the thickness of the volumes, which again indicates the thinness of the paper itself. And right now, I'm pretty sure all of my Black Clovers are from Italy. Still kind of sucks. Anyway, we have more to go through, so let's just keep going through it, shall we? And that is Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 11. So, I am taking a crack on the later half of the amount of volumes I have planned on getting this year. I'm looking forward to getting the rest of it and then be caught up and then only getting when they're released, like I am with Mashal. There's no volume for Mashal this month, but it is just nice to not having to catch up to a series, but be caught up with the series and only buying a volume when they drop. Slowly getting to volume 20. And I'm just gonna keep going with both Fire Force, Black Clover and Jujutsu Kaisen as I am right now, which is trying to buy a volume each month. And hopefully by the end of the year, Fire Force and Jujutsu Kaisen I'm caught up on, and Black Clover I just have over 20 volumes, and then next year I can catch up. But we are not done yet. We still have 4 more volumes to go. I know it is a lot, but that's just how it is. Let's get going. And that is Record of Ragnarok Volume 16. This is one of the best fights in Record of Ragnarok, with this between Jack the Ripper and Hercules, or Heracles. The reason I think this is one of the greatest is just all the twists and turns there is during the fight, and also the fact you're not quite sure who will come out on top, which is the best kind of fight, because the one going on right now, which is round 9, I'm pretty sure the human race is gonna lose to keep things interesting. But this is, we're not sure yet, but this, at least was so early on that you're not quite sure which direction the series is gonna go. But yeah, getting more of Jack the Ripper and Heracles fight or Hercules fight is awesome. I can't wait to actually read that volume. It is epic. So not much to say, except that the series right now is kind of escalating in tempo and pacing, and I love it, and I can't wait to see where it's gonna go from here. It's just a simple but fantastic series. And next up is Fist of the North Star Volume 8. We are almost halfway done with Fist of the North Star. Again, it's gonna be 18, I'm pretty sure. Next release, we will be halfway through the series already. Again, I've said it many times before. First of all, these releases are awesome. It's basically just the JoJo's Bizarre Adventures edition, but for Fist of the North Star. Same type of cover, same type of paper, printing quality, etc, etc. But besides that, the story is just fun. It's simple. It's rough around the edges, at least in the action department, and also in the art department, and also in the paneling department. But besides that, it's just fun, entertaining, stupid action from the 80s. And I love everything about it. And also, the great thing about Fist of the North Star is that the spines actually are connected, but they are connected by blood splatter. That's one way to do it, I guess. Alright, we only have 2 more volumes left. So let's take a look at it. And next up is Kaiju number 8, Volume 6. This volume looks fantastic. The black color scheme, and I also know the content in here is fantastic. I've read it before, not on paper, I'm gonna. Some of the praises, if I have to give it to Kaiju number 8. It is a very simple story. It is as shonen as you can get. But within that constraint, it excels immensely because it knows what kind of tropes and arcs and tricks that the shonen genre has that people likes, and then it just invests everything into those. But also, it keeps every page simple. There's not that many panels on there. Not unlike One Piece that crams as much details and storytelling and pacing and structure and everything into a page. This keep it to mostly 3, maybe 5 panel a page, which means you're gonna blast through a volume quickly, but you're also gonna have this weird sensation of great pacing and fluidity. Alright, I only have one more volume left, and then that's gonna be this Manga here. And that is Soul Eater, the Perfect Edition, Volume 10. So now we only have 7 more volumes to go. I love these editions. I love Soul Eater, at least what I've read so far, which is volume 1 up until volume 9 of the Perfect Edition. But Soul Eater, such a great series. And also, Soul Eater is what got me into Fire Force. That's also an excellent way to actually get into a new series if you are not sure what new series you want to add to your collection. If you have caught up with most of it and you want something else to catch up on while following along with the other series, is to look at one of your series, take that author, see what else have they made, and then if you like that author a lot, you can get into the other series, like also Fujimoto and Fire Punch. But yeah, Soul Eater. Also, the edition is so great. I wish we got more in those editions. Soul Eater Perfect Edition reminds me a lot of the Full Metal Edition. I want more of those. Also, a quick news update, if you can call it that. I am not gonna get Gantz in the Deluxe Edition from Dark Horse later this year, unfortunately, because before that they are gonna release Trigon in one single volume, and then after that they're gonna release Trigon Stampede, I think it's called, the maximum. Trigon, as you can hear, I have not read Trigon at all, but the sequel series in 5 Deluxe Editions afterwards, which I'm gonna get because I have heard a lot of great things about Trigon. But I also hope that after Trigon and Blade of the Immortal, which is gonna finish later this year, then they're gonna make Gantz, since that the last break has finally been released. So there's that. Alright, I don't have more in my manga haul, but I have one more entry from Bookdepository, because like many of you, if you have used Bookdepository, have never really used Bookdepository for its namesake, books. You bought manga because that is where your passion lies. But I bought one book. I've bought one book just before they closed down. So I'm just gonna throw it in here. I mean, I'm not gonna talk too much about it because this is a manga haul, but this is just, you know, a little gift from me to you. And it is a beefy boy. It is the complete works of H.P. Lovecraft, which you probably know as the creator of Cthulhu. But this is everything he has ever written. It's all of it. And I don't think it's in chronological order, but I'm not sure. I haven't really looked at it, but it is a lot. Roughly 1,200 pages of H.P. Lovecraft. But yeah, again, I know this is not a manga in a manga haul, so I'm not gonna dwell too much on it, but I just wanted to show you that that was the final item I got from Bookdepository. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. So that is it. I'm not gonna keep you any longer. I'm just looking very much forward to especially seeing if you're getting Trigon on Deluxe Edition, and also if you want to get the Hellsing reprints or the Hellsing Deluxe Editions, and also you have manga hauls. All right, until I see you in the next video, please remember to stay awesome. See ya.